is 2 o'clock. Here is the news update. Ogun State government has promised to clear the outstanding deductions from the salaries of workers on its payroll, including the cooperative deductions and other entitlements, before the end of the year. 6 months out of the outstanding 11 months of cooperative deductions is to be settled with the second tranche of the London Paris loan refund, which the state government is awaiting from the presidency. Also, the outstanding October 2016 salary will be paid next month. Governor Ibikunle Amosu made this known while receiving the leadership of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, led by its president Wahid Odushile, in his office at Okemoson, Abeokuta. He says that his administration will continue to prioritize the welfare of the state government's workforce. On the promised mobilization of the contractors back to the sites of the ongoing road projects, Amosu explains that the contractors have begun the process of moving equipment back to the project sites. The death toll from the meningitis epidemic has increased from 328 to 336 in 92 local government areas as at Tuesday. Also, the number of suspected cases of the disease also rose from 2,524 to 2,997. The situation report on the epidemic was jointly released by Federal Ministry of Health, National Center for Disease Control, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, the World Health Organization, and United Nations Children Emergency Fund. Zamfara State tops the death list with 216 deaths, followed by Sokoto 41, Katsina 46, Kebbi 11, Niger 33, Federal Capital Territory 5, and Jigawa 1. Other deaths are recorded in Kano State with 3 deaths, Lagos 2, and Yobe 9. The National Center for Disease Control says the increase in suspected cases is frightening and raised fear that death toll may become more scary, as in 2009 when the disease killed 2,000 people in the country. House of Representatives has asked the presidency to reverse its directive to the specialized universities of agriculture in the country to wind down their non-agricultural programs. The House passed the resolution during the Tuesday plenary after a motion raised by a member, Sam Onwibu, who made the case for the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture at Umudike. He faulted the federal government's decision directing the university to stop running programs in management sciences, citing cases of several universities of agriculture in other countries running the non-agricultural programs. The House set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the issue and report back to the plenary within the next 2 weeks for further legislative actions. The presidency had already directed the National Universities Commission, NUC, to instruct the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board not to admit candidates into non-core programs in the specialized universities as from the 2017-2018 academic session. The US has issued what seemed to be its last warning over North Korea's continued launch of ballistic missiles that threaten the country and its allies, Japan and South Korea. The US Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, in a statement, said the US had spoken enough about North Korea and will speak no further on the issue. North Korea on Tuesday launched yet another intermediate-range ballistic missile into the sea. President Donald Trump had warned on Sunday in an interview with Financial Times that he could take unilateral action to eliminate North Korea's nuclear threat. Finally, sports news. The Ghana Football Association has reappointed Kwesi Appiah as the coach of the Black Stars. Appiah, who will also take charge of the national team for locally based players, has been offered a 2-year contract to start work 1st May. He replaces Avram Grant, who stepped down as coach after the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations. It's a second stint in charge for Appiah, who led the Black Stars from 2012 until 2014. That was the news update. I am Chienye Egwuonwu. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.